good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Welcome back, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Hit that like button on your way in. Thank you so much. Hit that like button. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you. Holy smokes, we gotta talk about the AFC East. This is gonna be a fun division this year because some people might feel like they already know the ending to this division, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be a very, I don't want to say surprising, but interesting season for the AFC East, guys. So do me a favor, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button on your way in. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Hit that like button. Also, too, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already and you're brand new, come over here. Or if you're not brand new and you've been watching, creeping through, and not really like liking the videos and subscribing, you might as well subscribe. You're watching every day. They literally tell me. So I appreciate the watch. Just, you might as well just come and subscribe. I'm just saying. So Uh, so hit that like button, guys. Subscribe to Miss Phins. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Holy smokes. Let's go ahead. Let's hit that like button, guys. Thank you. You should have seen some of these games. If you missed it, ladies and gentlemen, I understand. I understand. But the division, at one point, you would have thought you would have thought sorry, give me 1 second, guys. There you go. Uh, sorry. That's what happens, when you're busy. There you go. Man, you would have thought that everybody was about to lose in the AFC. At first, I was like, no way. I don't believe it. But yeah, people, we were a fumble away from having the entire division be 0-4. Or, well, 0-1. it could have it could have happened, and it didn't. Stupid Bills. Anyways, I gotta take off my Dolphins hat today because again, this is about the AFC East, so we'll talk about it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the Bills survive barely, barely survive the Ravens. Who, I mean, it was so obvious. The Ravens were so much better team than the Bills. Oh my God. The Ravens beat themselves, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm trying to say. The Ravens legitimately beat themselves. But it's okay. We're gonna break down every single one of these games quickly. Giving my opinion, what I saw and what I think the outcome of not really the outcome, but what intrigued me about the division and why I say I don't think that this division is as cut and dry as maybe we foresaw. Because holy smokes, did you see the Jets game? Did you see the Patriots game? I was pleasantly surprised by the way the rest of the division played. You know what? I was unpleasantly surprised by the way the Dolphins played too. We got this. It was interesting. So let me go ahead and break it down. Um, actually, funny enough, I don't even know who. Okay, yeah, I should have known. I should have. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start with, and I'm gonna do a super high, um, like a super high level of this particular game because I really don't want to talk about it. It was such garbage from the Dolphins, but the Dolphins are part of the AFC East, so I gotta mention them too. So let's start with the Dolphins and get them out the way because it was so buns. I don't even want to talk about them anymore. If I'm gonna be honest with you, let's get on the stage real quick. Let me share this puppy. Uh, Cash Money Records. Here it is. Look at that. Look at this loser. Um, here you go. There you go. Dolphins got blown out by the Colts and Daniel Dimes. It was an absolute embarrassment. We've had some bad games, but dang it, this has to be one of the worst I've ever seen in my life. There is just no other way of putting it. This was disgusting. We didn't score at all. I said that garbage time touchdown at the end. Defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. Offense couldn't. What offense? Like, seriously, when you got the freaking quarterback with 3 turnovers, the way we made Daniel Dimes look like a franchise quarterback. Daniel Dimes looks like the kid from Wreck-It Ralph. Felix, or what is it? Fix It Felix. I mean, look at him. We made him look like a franchise quarterback. Like, I mean, it's kind of adorable. I'm not gonna lie. 22-29, 1 touchdown. Tua. 14-23, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and a fumble loss. Garbage. Garbage. HN, at least the only bright part, 55 yards, 7 carries. Jonathan Taylor, 18 carries, 71 yards. Tyreek was barely there, 4 for 40. Okay. Look at Michael Pittman. Oh my God. If you have Michael Pittman in your fantasy, you ate. You ate in this game. You got 6 receptions, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Bro, Michael Pittman looked like a freaking Pro Bowler, man. Look at this bum. 1 sack to Daniel Jones. I can't. I can't. So be mad at me all you want. Be mad at me all you want. I wasn't the one that did that disgusting lack of play over here. Like the Dolphins. Oh. Horrible. Brooks at least 14 tackles, 5 solo. Everybody else bums. That's it. That's all I'm gonna talk about. This game super sucked if you're a Dolphin fan. Let me show you the number one main reason right there. Don't even ask, don't even wonder why. This is it. This is it. We have zero shot. With him playing like this, no shot. No shot whatsoever. So that's the Dolphins, guys. I don't want to talk about them no more because bums. That's all I gotta say. Next up for the Dolphins, the Patriots at home for the home opener this Sunday at 1 o'clock. I'll tell you this: don't let don't let the Patriots beat the Dolphins in a nasty fashion. Don't even. No loss is acceptable, but maybe like if it's a back and forth and you just like an unlucky kick because we don't even have a kicker, fine. Even that it'll piss me off, but I'm like whatever. Divisional rival, you know. Don't let it be a blowout by the Patriots. Because I'm telling you right now, bro, fire every. I'm already fire everybody. But dang you. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. I can't. I can't, man. Going down the division, guys. Let's go with the Patriots. Decent game, man. Decent game. I honestly thought they were gonna win. I thought the Patriots were gonna win. Now, obviously, you got Drake May, their young second-year receiver. I mean, quarterback. Sorry, for the Patriots. Finally got a real OC and Daniels, Josh Daniels, and this Patriot 2.0 that Mike Brable has for them. They still need a little bit more time to gel, guys. You're really gonna see the potential of the Patriots probably by week 5 for that offense. Maybe even week 4. Between week 4 and 6, you can start seeing that offense for the Patriots really clicking, like click. Don't be surprised if we're looking up and the Patriots are second in the division. They have that potential now. A lot of people, they're like, I don't know, Miss Phins, I don't know. Well, there's a couple things you gotta like keep in mind. It's young. Brable's got his chance to bring in and implement that, you know, Patriots Way 2.0. Pretty much brought everybody else back from old school Patriots. Look at what Brable did in Tennessee. Now give him an organization that's going to give him everything. He's got an extremely long leash. He can do whatever he wants, and he's got a young guy that he can actually build a future around. So I definitely do think that this is going to be a competing Patriots team. My dad is very happy about that. I'm not. But they still lost 20 to 30. Even the Patriots scored 13 points. Unbelievable. Geno Smith passes for 362 yards and a touchdown in Raiders debut as Vegas thwarts Patriots 20 to 13. That's not really thwarting. 33 to 8 is thwarting. That's just you won by a touchdown. Good job. With this team leading by 10 points and facing a long third down late in the fourth, Raiders quarterback Geno Smith was calm, according to the AP. Um, That's the one thing that I'm a little bit concerned really when it comes to the Patriots is more of their defense. They got some injuries developing, especially in that secondary. But all in all, if the Patriots can find a way to continue to put up points in the offense, which again I think they will, it's gonna come down to, realistically speaking, it's gonna come down to their defense because I think their offense is gonna be able to put up those points that we're referring to. But if that defense can't contain anybody, man, they're gonna have a tough time, no matter what. So I don't expect I don't expect the Patriots to have a bad defense. Typically, they get good defenses, but right now, yeah, I think they're gonna have to try to get that defense a little bit better. Maybe get some other pieces because right now they are a little bit banged up. So that's the only thing that I would say when it comes to their defense. They are a little bit banged up. The linebackers are banged up right now. And their biggest piece, like let's be honest, that defense is really led by Barmore and Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez actually has been a pretty good corner for them. So if up front you can continue to have Christian Barmore apply that pressure to the quarterback, that's gonna help, with the secondary. But when you've got multiple linebackers being injured the way you do, like the Patriots do, that's gonna hurt that defense. But to me, the biggest hurt is gonna be Christian Gonzalez. If they can get him to like healthier, nobody's ever at 100%, but much better. Yeah, I think that the Patriots have absolutely something where they can get they can get a well balanced team to make a decent run. First quarter, both teams scored a touchdown. Then you got second quarter, Patriots up by 3 with the field goal. Third quarter comes in. Raiders defense shut down, man. And the offense cranked it up 10 points, man, bringing it up and actually getting their team going, being 17-10. And then each team was able to go ahead and kick the field goal at the end, but the Patriots unfortunately ran out of time to be able to go ahead and get that win. We got to see. Again, divisional game coming up for both teams between the Dolphins and the Patriots. This is going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be interesting. So, personally, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I think this is going to be a fun team to watch. If you're just like football and you like a developing team, I think this is a team that you're gonna want to watch and keep an eye out. Patriots should be fun to watch this season to see, can that Patriot way 2.0 really happen? Can they have success like what we expect? We gotta wait and see. We have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to everybody in the comments. I see you, Joe Riz, one of our awesome members. Cap for Life in the building. Shout out to Cap for Life and Dadine. They did their fantasy Moneyball show last night. It was awesome. We had some great traction, great questions by the fans. If you want to talk about it and you want to get some info on fantasy football, ladies and gentlemen, come on through Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Yeah, I know yesterday was Wednesday. Technical difficulty, people. Up and down. So it is what it is. But come Tuesdays at 6 p.m., guys. Come check out Dad Dean and Cap for Life for your fantasy football show, Fantasy Moneyball. Absolutely. Shout out to them. They did phenomenal. Phenomenal. Absolutely love it. So you wanna catch some more? You gotta come through, man. You gotta come through. You wanna get your picks right? You gotta come through. Come check them out. Miss Phins production, Fantasy Moneyball. Thank you very much. What else? What's up, Mr. Polk? One of our awesome members. Good morning, Miss Phins and our Phins family. Everyone coming in, hit the like button, subscribe, support Miss Phins. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Support the channel. Appreciate you. F Money in the building. What's up, F Money? True Blazer. Welcome. JD the Great. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, sir. Cat in the Hat in the building as well. Love it, guys. Love it. Positive vibes with Semi R, a Bills fan. Okay. I see you. Shout out to you. Much appreciated. Bills fan here. Much love. Much love to you, man. See you next week, Miss Vince. Wait, JD, are you and I going up against in fantasy? Cause man, I got destroyed this past week by Cap for Life, of course. Of all people. But I'm not surprised. If it's you and me coming up this week, man, oof. Oof. JD, you're going down. I refuse to give up. Absolutely not. You're going down. Oh, you mean we'll be at the oh yeah, of course, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of for the first time, my very first regular season away game, Bills Dolphins. So that's gonna be fun. Absolutely. Well, let's continue, guys, because I want to talk about the next game. Obviously, um, that's gonna be the Jets. So let's go ahead and discuss this. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so we got the Jets, ladies and gentlemen. They probably had one of the most exciting games this past week. I'm not even gonna lie. If you wanted to watch a good game, and I'm talking, dang, this felt more like a playoff game from the Jets. But let me give you context if you're just getting in and you don't even know what we're talking about. Look, last year the Jets had as their quarterback Aaron Rodgers, a multiple time league MVP, one time Super Bowl champ, Aaron Rodgers. That dude, right? So he was their quarterback. In the offseason, they just said, no, we're good. We're going to move on a different direction. He's like, oh, so you're going to move on a different direction? Oh, so you don't need me all of a sudden? You don't need me? All right. I'm going to go on this ayahuasca retreat. And when I come back, shark bait, hoo-ha. Holy smokes. He literally got to the Steelers like on the 11th hour. Like last week is what I'm trying to say. Like he barely got there. Barely got there. Barely got there. Um, but he did it. Holy smokes. So that happened, right? But wait, that's not the whole story. Let me fill you in on the rest. The Steelers had Justin Fields as their starting quarterback for the first, what was it, 6 weeks until they replaced him with Russell Wilson, right? The kid went 4-2. I'm like, yo, if the Steelers actually put, some protection on him, This is going to be exciting football to watch, and they could actually make something happen. Well, they didn't. Why? I don't know. This is one of my brother's favorite team, and even he was like, I don't know why they let him go. I thought you move forward with Fields. He's a young quarterback. He can throw the ball, but he's a mobile quarterback who you can build around. I guess the Steelers didn't feel like that's the direction they wanted to go. Okay, sure, whatever. And then here comes the NFL saying, "Oh, Fields to the Jets, Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers, Week 1 matchup." Okay, unbelievable, man. It was crazy. Aaron Rodgers throws for 4 touchdown passes in his Steelers debut. Leads 34-32 comeback win over the Jets. Aaron Rodgers turned back the clock of time with a vintage performance. In his Steelers debut that featured big throws, no turnovers, and a late victory, according to the AP. This was exciting, man. You really didn't know who was winning this game till the very end, guys. You really didn't know. So for me, it's like, man, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is okay. Look. Obviously, Miss Finn, I'm a football fan. Whatever. I'm a football fan. Obviously, I'm a Dolphins fan. Hello. But I want to see good football. This matchup was good football. This was so intriguing. You have the young quarterback who's trying to prove himself on his third team. You've got the veteran who's trying to say, I still got more tires in me, more miles in me. And you've got, the Jets rebuilding, trying to put something together after the horrible seasons they've had the last few years. Brand new head coach, brand new GM, new coaching staff. This was a great game. Let me tell you something. This game and the Ravens game pissed me off, and we'll talk about it when we talk about the Bills game. It pissed me off because I wanted the Ravens to win. Yes, whatever. I don't like the Bills, but I thought Ravens absolutely much better team. Regardless, that was a crazy game because you didn't know who. Well, you knew who should have won, and then Bills came back and won. Whatever. We'll talk about it. But this game right here, Jets, Steelers, you didn't know who was gonna win. Because it's like, holy smoke, back and forth, back and forth. That's an excellent football team. And this showed me two things. I think the Steelers are going to be fine as long as they can continue to have that defense healthy. Aaron Rodgers clearly showed you why he's a veteran, why he's able to just come into a brand new team, have few practices, and still succeed. But the Jets, guys, man, could the Jets legitimately be a wild card team? If they play the way they played here versus the Steelers, who have always had one of the best defenses in the league, I'm telling you right now, watch out for the Jets. They might actually end up being a wild card team. Like holy smokes. That's amazing to me. From coming from where they were with Salah and Zach Wilson to playing like this, the Jets, they did their thing. Congratulations with them. Congratulations. Uh Obviously, week 1, it's gonna be exciting. Yes, it's a loss, but I gotta give it up to them. They stepped up to the field. I'm glad to see Justin Fields did his thing. 16 for 22, 1 touchdown. Rodgers 22 of 30, 4 touchdowns, no interception. on my app for Rodgers. Warren, running back for the Steelers, 11 carries, 37 yards. Brees Hall, 19 carries, 107 yards. DK Metcalf on his debut as a new Steeler, 4 receptions, 83 yards. Holy smokes. That connection is going to be there all season long for the Jets. Garrett Wilson, 7 receptions, a touchdown, 95. With this young quarterback, this is going to be good. Highsmith, 1 sack for the Steelers. McDonald, 2 for the Jets. Quinn Williams, 6 tackles, 4 solo. Thornhill, 9 tackles, 4 solo for the Steelers. This is a good game. This is a good game. Shout out to the Jets. They did their thing. What's up, YP Philly? I see you. I'm an Eagles fan, and yeah, I don't agree with the Steelers letting go of young Justin Fields. I wanted the Ravens to win as well. It was a great game. It kept me entertained the whole time. Steelers, Jets, absolutely, absolutely. So thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this was a good game. You wanted a good game? This was a good game. This was a good game. If you haven't done so already, ladies and gentlemen, you brand new to the channel, you like what you see, do me a favor, hit that like button. You see it over here. Hit that like button, guys. Become a member, subscribe. Great way for you to support the channel. Like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate all of you guys for coming through. It is a phenomenal way for you guys to support. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I mean, hey, let's make it happen, guys. Let's make it happen. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about the one game we all know we got to talk about, guys. But before we do, just so you know, Jets are playing the Bills. So, there you go. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the Bills. You've got the Ravens. Some say this was a preview to hello, my check, my check. Give me a thumbs up and let me know if you can hear me. It's telling me that I've lost connection. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Mic check. I hope y'all can hear me. It's gonna be embarrassing. Let me know, guys, in the chat if you can hear me. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate y'all. Okay, let's continue. So we got Ravens, we got Bills. Look, congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. They got their win. Okay, let me take off my Dolphins hat for a second because I'm gonna sound like a hater if I don't. So let me be objective for this because, oh man, I can't stand. What's up, Lou in the building? Loud and clear. Good morning, Miss Phins, and all in the room. Appreciate the love. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay. Bills Ravens, guys. Flashback to the AFC Championship. 2 great organizations, great quarterbacks, with Super Bowl aspirations, obviously. No, this was a divisional round. My apologies. Last year's divisional round. Very interesting to see these two come back. The NFL knew exactly what they were doing when they put these two together. Obviously, everybody knows this is a major game, right? Oh, it hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts. Lamar on fan altercation. Oh, that's another thing. Guys, when you go into the game, don't touch the players. Like, unless they're there and, you want to say high five or whatever, cool. But don't, don't be that guy that got banned by the NFL from any stadium. Moron. Absolute moron. But let's keep it moving. Um, Josh Allen rallies Bills for 16 points in last 4 minutes to stun the Ravens 41-40 in primetime thriller. Hey, I'm not going to lie. The Bills did exactly what they needed to do to be able to win that game. They never gave up. Other teams, they would have just rolled over. They would have rolled over. The Bills didn't. They kept going. They kept throttling. Um, as an organization, you have to do that. You gotta find ways to win. If there is time on that clock, you have to be able to put it all out there to get that win. Period. Period. So yeah, congratulations to the Bills. They did what they were supposed to do, which was take care of that team and make sure that they got that win. Josh Allen had a message to the few thousand fans and perhaps the entire NFL, for that matter, who left the stadium early to beat the traffic on Sunday night, according to the AP. I get it. If you were a Bills fan and you left that game early, mm, horrible. Audio's going in and out. Oh man, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh, okay. Let me see. Try to keep that on there. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. You let me know, guys. You let me know. Hopefully, hopefully we should be good. Okay. What's up, CB? Welcome, welcome. Lou says, "Oh, such a scary thought that we play the Bills and Ravens a combined 3 times this season. I don't even want to think about it. Seriously. Whew, rough. Anywho, if you were a Bills fan and you left early, man, you're pissed. You're pissed because this had to have been at home. At home, it's probably one of the best and greatest comebacks that the Bills have ever had. This is why I'm sorry. You pay how much money to go to a game and you're just gonna leave because your team is down? Nope. I'm gonna make sure I'm there till that puppy says 000 and it's the fourth quarter. Cause you never look at what happened to Miami Miracle a few years ago. The Minnesota Miracle. You never know what's gonna happen in the game. That's why you gotta. It's not over till it's over. But this right here, this is where you got. This is right here where the Ravens messed up. That defense, bro. How you give up 22 in the fourth quarter? The fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. I was stunned. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't. Don't get me wrong. Buffalo defense gave up 40 points, so it's not like they just spread it out more. But when you're trying to win Super Bowls, when you're trying to win, conference championships, you can't do that as a defense, man. That's 20 in the fourth. If you do that in the first, you at least got 3 quarters, but you can, try to tighten down and try to make sure that, hey, let's buckle down. and stop them. You have no shot in the fourth quarter if you're giving up 22 points like that. You don't. You don't. So that's something that have you have to be mindful of. You can't just drop 22 points in the fourth quarter like that as a Ravens defense. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. That's horrendous. For the Bills, though, way to not give up again. Now, I will tell you this. There were two plays in which I absolutely disagree, and I think that I can understand why some people might say, man, this game was stolen. What do you mean? Simple. I'm going to tell it to you right now. 1 second left before the half. Everybody come back. So they can go ahead and kick that field goal? Nah. No. No, no, no. How many times do at the end of the second quarter is there a runoff? Every single game, pretty much. There should have been 0 seconds there. And then that replay, I'm like, I don't know what they're looking at, but okay. And then miraculously, they kicked the field goal to get an extra 3 point. That's the difference. That field goal was the difference. I mean, obviously, that insane fourth quarter, but points wise, if you take a look at it, that freebie kick that they gave the Bills, that shouldn't have been. That's the difference. Same thing in the fourth quarter when they got a touchdown, where you're like, that last touchdown, did you not see the holding? If you take a look at Josh Allen rolling to his right, still keeping his eye downfield like he's supposed to, bro, the DT was being held the entire time heading and if you're watching the game, you see the dude getting held with his, and I'm like, flag, 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 hold offense, holding, 10-yard penalty, automatic. What was it? A second or third down? I forgot. How was that not a flag? Bro, they gave him, what was that? 7, 10 points. Now, don't get me wrong. Could they've taken that penalty and still scored a touchdown? Absolutely. So I'm not saying that they couldn't have kicked or they couldn't have gotten that touchdown anyways. But no, no, that was absolutely a holding. And the funnier part too, they didn't even do a review. That, you know how the NFL always does like a like replay right after, whenever there's a good, play or whatever, bad play, they'll show the fans the replay right away. Nothing. That's when I'm like, okay, we're just gonna go ahead and pretend like this man didn't get held the entire time getting to Josh Allen. But okay, fine. No problem. Come on. So those two things I didn't like. And then I can understand why Ravens fans are pissed, because they're like, those two things, that field goal should have never happened, and that touchdown at the end shouldn't have happened right then and there. I'm not saying that they couldn't have just come back and scored a touchdown. They could have, absolutely, with the way they were playing. Absolutely, they could, but not that one. That's for sure. And if you stop that one, call the penalty like they should have, you never know what would have happened. But that's just what I'm saying. You got So, battle of the MVPs. Congratulations, Josh Allen got MVP last year. I don't think that he should have won it. It should have been Lamar, but I'm not surprised that he got it. Because if it wasn't going to be Lamar, it should have absolutely been Josh Allen. As far as the most valuable player for their team, oh, absolutely. Should have been Josh Allen after Lamar. All right, whatever, you know. What's up, Sal? Josh Allen definitely made the first down on the side. Didn't review it. Yeah, I remember that. I give it to you. I give it to you. Look, they're never going to be perfect, but again, at the end of the day, they came back, found a way to win, right? Josh Allen, 33 of 46, two touchdowns, 394 yards. Lamar Jackson, 14 of 19, two touchdowns, 209 yards. I'll tell you this. The, these two teams are going to meet up again, man. This showed you these two teams are going to meet up again. It's going to be very interesting how the end of this season goes when it comes to these two teams. But I'll tell you this is the transition. If again, if you're a football fan, as far as old guard quarterbacks, you got Matthew Stafford. You've got Aaron Rodgers. He's a super old guard. The man is in the retirement home already, right? But I've got a few more years, right? But this is it. Lamar, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Heck, you can even say Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow. This is the next wave of established quarterbacks that the league is gonna have for the next 10 years. They're gonna need to replenish these QBs with younger talent. That's where you get your Jaden Daniels, you know. That's where you get your CJ Strouds. Eventually, when the new your Bo Nix, if he can make something of himself over there with the Broncos and Sean Payton, that'll be the next wave of QBs. But this is the established QB era right now when it comes to these two, again, Burrow and things like that. This is the peak for their careers. This should be a lot of fun for football fans. Because right here, man, you almost always see good football. You almost always see good football. And both of them, very similar quarterbacks, very similar play styles, even though people swear Lamar's a running back. Well, guess who the leading running back for the last 45 years has been for the Bills? Josh Allen, the quarterback. So, yeah, that the exact same. They're the exact same. Like, but I'll tell you this: it's gonna be fun football. As a football fan, to see these two battle it out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You got Derrick Henry, who lost the Ravens the game with that flipping fumble. Bro, what's your job as a running back? Ladies and gentlemen, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What is your job at your first job as a running back? In other news, guys, I saw breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Apparently, it looks like Purdy might actually be out for a few weeks. Oh, man. Yep, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dang. Dang. I got it right here, real quick. We'll take a second. What happened? It was just there. On your Twitter. It's annoying as heck. It was right there. Anyways, I was gonna show you guys, but whatever. It's garbage Twitter. So yeah, yeah, it's not gonna pull it up. It looks like 2 to 5 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Purdy's gonna be out. So who? Mike Jones. Mike Jones is gonna start. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting, but we'll see. We'll see. Man, 2 to 5 weeks. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Oh, that's rough. But anyways, let's keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen. Derrick Henry, bro, you can't be fumbling in the 11th hour like this, dude. This is another reason why I can't. A lot of people want to say that Lamar Jackson doesn't have success in the big games. He chokes in the big games, but not really. Not really, because when you've got a rookie wide receiver fumble at the 1 yard line, when you got your veteran tight end drop a bread basket ball at the goal line, when you've got your running back fumble on a critical third and whatever, that's not on Lamar. That's on the team not executing. So that's why I can't put too much against him because of it. We gotta see. But Derrick Henry, 169 yards, 18 carries, 2 touchdowns. Cook, 13 carries, a touchdown, 44 yards. I'm hearing, is it true that Cook is gonna be out? Or he's injured or something like that? I believe he might be. It looks like he's got a hamstring injury. Eugh, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Spin says Baltimore had 3 drives to put this game away. They punted in one, fumble in the other, and a 3-and-out. You can't do that as a team. You can't. You have to keep your foot on the gas pedal and put away teams. You have to put away teams because you never know. And again, a comeback can happen. Boof. Here you go, right? Zay Flowers, ladies and gentlemen, 143 passing yards, 7 receptions, 1 touchdown. Keon Coleman. Okay, I'm gonna take a second here. What the bleep? If I knew Keon Coleman was about to play like this, I would have picked him up in my fantasy league. Like, oh my god. I was like, bro. I mean, I like I like Keon Coleman. I like his personality. I think he's a great young man. I like his mentality because he's like, yeah, I got a check, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna wear myself. I'm still gonna buy at Burlington Co Factory. When a guy has that kind of mentality, he's already a winner in life because that means you're not being moved by the money. That means you can make clearer decisions in your life. Man, Keon Coleman was cooking this game. I was I think he lost me my fantasy game. It's probably why I'm pissed. Like, if I'm gonna be honest. He was cooking. My goodness. 8 receptions, a touchdown, 112 yards, and the kid could probably would have put a lot more if he had a couple more passes to him. Man, did the Bills finally find a replacement for Diggs? Obviously, second year wide receiver, rookie last year. He stumbled a little bit. Let's not lie. He stumbled a little bit, but man, he looked great. He looked great. We gotta see, can he keep this type of production or close to it for the rest of the season? If you're a fantasy player, keep him. Keep him, because you always can bench him if you need to, depending on the matchup. But very few teams are gonna be able to beat the Bills, ladies and gentlemen, this season. Just like very few teams are gonna be able to beat the Ravens this season. So you can expect production, especially again if you have fantasy, from Keon Coleman. Man, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. I like him. I'm happy for him. Um, he was getting like this, maybe he's not it kind of vibes from people last year. I'm like, yo, he's a rookie. Give him a minute. And hey, shout out to Josh Allen for trusting his young wide receiver and for their OC to be able to put this young man in great positions, because this is exactly what you want. You want a young player like that to develop, because that's what's going to help you. Cheap rookie contract where once you've paid your quarterback, these are the wins that you need to be able to sustain success. Because we all know once you pay your quarterback, you cannot keep great players around him because it's too expensive. But when you can find gems like him in the draft, maybe even free agency, some UDFAs, that's when you're doing it right. Because once your quarterback is cheap, you stack that deck like you pay everybody and get the best that you can get, period. But once you pay that quarterback, you got to reverse that. And you got to find a couple quality vets to keep the line going. But you got to hit on these draft picks. You got to hit on these free agents. You got to hit on these young UDFAs in these rookie contracts, second, third year players where you can bring in and actually help you out, because again, all your money is going towards your quarterback, or most of your money is going towards the quarterback. Oh, but yeah, holy smokes. That was exciting to watch. That was absolutely exciting to watch. So I'm very happy with the performance I saw Keon Coleman. So yeah, we gotta we gotta see what they end up doing. One sack for I'm surprised Milano only got one sack, but hey, I'm not surprised because this is Lamar. You're gonna be getting tired trying to go after him, right? Just saying. Roquan Smith, who I wish the Dolphins would have picked up instead of Chubb. 10 tackles, 8 solo, man. Gem. CJ Benford. 7 tackles, 5 solos. Good production right there for him. Interesting. This was pretty even game. Again, that costly fumble really is where it's at. Granted, oh my gosh, 29 first downs versus 19. Ravens had the more efficient game, but they still did what they had to do. So good on them to do what they did. That's all I gotta say. Good on them to do it. But man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, there you have The AFC, oof, interesting. Interesting. You had a couple really great games in the Bills versus Ravens, Jets versus Steelers. You had an all right game, kind of like a let's check to see what's going on, post training camp and things like that. What is it that they ended up doing? You know, I think that definitely is pretty good. Now, I'll say this: the AFC is going to be a lot of fun to watch this season. A lot of fun to watch this season. If you haven't done so already, guys, you better come check it out, cause man, this this is gonna be a fun because you're not gonna know. I mean, you should now. If I gotta go power rankings, obviously Bills number one, Jets two, Patriots three, Dolphins four. That's my power ranking for this for after week one. It's gotta be 1,000% honest. So yeah, it happens. We'll we'll I'll tell you this. We're gonna have a fun season, regardless of how it goes. Again, if the Patriots continue to develop Drake May, I think they're gonna have some really good momentum going to the end of the season. If they just can continue to get some high level of play from Fields, this is gonna be good. We know the Bills, and I've said this in the offseason. Until we beat them, it is what it is. This is the Bills division. Until somebody in the division takes them out, like there's no other way. And it's not just winning one game, but I'll give them this: the Jets and the Patriots are in a much better position to do that versus the Dolphins, because they almost always split with the Bills. For some reason, we can't, except one time in the last 6 years. So until we beat them consistently, any one of the other teams, this is the Bills division. Period. So we gotta wait and see. But this is gonna be very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching the AFC like we are, man, this should be fun. This should be fun. Got a question here. Eric Simi asks Miss Phins, if you had to make the spread for Bills Dolphins week 3, what do you think it should be? I'm gonna talk about that when week 3 comes, man. It's no point into it. Both teams have games coming up now. Week 2, you've got Patriots at Dolphins. Week 2, you've got Jets at Bills. I think it's Jets at Bills, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I think it's Jets at Bills. I don't think it's. So yeah. So that week 2. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I think it's coming up for me. Give me a second. Uh, Bills at Jets. Okay, the Bills are at Jets. I got tickets for Bucks Jets. Oh, Gyro, that should be good. That should be a good game. I love Baker Mayfield, man, and I love the Buccaneers. I'm a Florida girl, so I'm gonna support Florida teams, obviously. But yeah, that should be a good one. Steve, are you doing League Wide Wednesday this week? Um, I have it set for today, guys. Before the game at 6 o'clock. Come through, Miss Finn, 6 o'clock tonight. League Wide Wednesday, we typically do it on Wednesday night, but we had some scheduling conflicts, so we couldn't do it last night. Um, but I believe Color should be available. So, and if he doesn't, I'm still gonna do it regardless. So either way, you can come through, come check it out. League Wide Wednesday is kind of like the AFC show. This show was supposed to be yesterday too on Wednesdays because that's typically when I do it. But again, things came up in the morning, couldn't do it. But we're here today, so there you go. So come check it out later on today at 6 p.m. 6:05, 6:10, where you can catch Miss Phins and Color. Hopefully, Color shows up so that we can discuss the entire league, ladies and gentlemen. We break down every single game. We give you our weekly matchups, our pick'ems for the week, and we have a special segment where we call the Impact Players of the Week. That means the who's gonna have to play the best QB to win their game. Who's gonna have to be the best running back out of all the running backs to win their game? Wide receiver, and defense. So we have a lot of fun. So yes, tonight's gonna be League Wide Wednesday. It's okay, even if we if it's just gonna be me, Color. I'm sure he'll try to. If not, hey, we're gonna keep on going. So we're gonna have fun anyways. But come check it out, guys. And shout out to everybody that's here, that's new. Thank you so much for coming through to the channel. Shout out to everybody on Twitter and Twitch. We had over 50 people in the building today. If you haven't done so already, you like the content, please do me a favor. Come over here to YouTube. Hit that like button and subscribe, guys. Just like Tyreek has a goal for 2,000 subs, 2,000 yards. Miss Fins has a goal of 2,000 subs, guys. So let's get Miss Fins to 2,000 subs. We're so close. We can only do this with you guys. Um, so thank you so much. Before I go, I do want to go ahead and say this, like I always do. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. We're not promised tomorrow. We're only promised today. Be kind to each other. You never know what people are going through, guys. You never know what people are going through. Too many tragedies are occurring here, and it's just super sad, guys. At the end of the day, think about what's truly important in life and focus on that. Games, they're trivial. It's just entertainment. Politics, it's entertainment. If we're gonna be honest with you, that costs you money, but still entertainment. Put things into perspective and just be kind to each other. That's all I ask. Just be kind. You never know, by saying hello to somebody, you know, letting something go. If somebody cuts you off, or maybe somebody pisses you off, and you forgive them, it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my energy. I don't know what you're going through, but God bless you. Because you never know what people are going through, no matter how much of a big a smile they may have or how sad they may look. You just don't know what people are going through. So be kind. It is 100% free. It is a choice. Choose to be good, choose to be the light, and be kind, because at the end of the day, it just adds to your life. So, yeah, that's it. Just be kind to each other. And I wouldn't be a Dolphin fan if I didn't say this. Screw the Bills, you're bombs. Same thing with the Jets and the Patriots. Anyways, guys, I will see you tomorrow. I will see you tonight for League Wide Wednesday, and I will absolutely see you tomorrow morning as well. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Much, much, much appreciation. Take care, and I will see you tonight. Bye bye.